They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw, Bridgewater. He's got this complete to Ryan Switzer. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
Ready? Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Bridgewater. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll try the left side.
Hines.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep, Ryan Switzer. This will be fielded at the 17. A spin. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
Hey, watch your leg. Hey, look. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Throwing is Bridgewater. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the 1st quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the off.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brian Burns with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Greer and the Panthers set to go 1st and 10 at their own 18. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
60-yard.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run the counter. Hines. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run with Hines. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already. As they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Carolina. Andy Isabella with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now McKinnon. And an alley to run. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run it with McKinnon. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. That one complete to Hill. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bilal Nichols with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game and you look at the backgrounds of these kickers? It's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Well, they'll start on the ground with Hines. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Hines. He finds an opening past the 40. Touchdown, Carolina! Nyheim Hines, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Here's Bridgewater. Gets this one to Hill. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
That's another Saints first down. First and 10.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Bridgewater on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
To throw once more on second and 10. Bridgewater. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Off play action, Greer. And this is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, high 7. Like, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
On third and long, here's Greer. He's going to float this one deep right side. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Andy Isabella was the intended target. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not any chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. To the air again with Bridgewater. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Go on. Ready, go. Big grip.
On second down, here's Greer. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
Kill. X3, 218, chopper. 47's a mic. Switch. 5.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. Got some room at the 30, and all the way up to the 33-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike 50. I got you, boy.
Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Greer and the Panthers set to go 1st and 10 at their own 13. They begin the drive with Hines. And they can't bring him down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch out. Clear. Now.
Play action. It's Greer. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run here with John Kelly. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. 60 outlaw, 80 weapon. Sponge. Hey, foxtrot.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Greer. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On first down, McKinnon again. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On second and 11 now. Bridgewater. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. Open man is Switzer complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On second down, Muhammad. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Watch the screen. Pass. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
You draw quarters. Hey, Charlie.
Here's Anderson looking to throw on second down. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. Bridgewater on third and 2. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
A 52-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these threes into sixes.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched. And got his man complete. 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Andy Isabella, 81 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Bridgewater. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. McKinnon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
3rd and short yardage, Bridgewater. Yeah, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
30 base. Check. 6-6. Pull it high. Get it.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Recon, 132 fighter.
The mic.
That ball complete to Isabella. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ready. 18 Gators.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Panthers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
Leo.
Alert flare.
Hey, Zoo.
47 to Mike, boy. 47. Check. Hit it.
Throwing on 3rd down, Greer. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Andy Isabella there to make the grab. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here again is McKinnon. And an alley to run. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So after the run by McKinnon, here's 1st and 10. Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And they take a knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd down at the 11-yard line.
On the ready. Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. I got you.
And they will take a knee here.
Bridgewater on the keeper. Brings up 3rd down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Bridgewater on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Around the NFL fourth quarter right now in Atlanta. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Set. 10 Lobo.
Let's go, D.
Ready.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee.